Tamil Nadu politics came closest to being starstruck again, some would say, as two biggest film stars, Kamal Hassan and Rajnikanth, made their boldest, most open political move by attending a DMK event, the 75th anniversary of the party's mouthpiece, Murasoli. With Rajnikanth seated in the front row and Kamal Hassan on the stage, it was a coup of sorts by DMK's MK Stalin and possibly a message to the rival political fraternity. To be fair to both the actors, this could just be the honouring of an invite from Karunanidhi's party, but the symbolism of the attendance is not lost on anyone. Rajnikanth is the subject of a hotly debated question. When will he? Coming on the back of tantalising political announcements that he made recently. While Kamal Hassan is making an appearance following controversy surrounding his hosting of a reality show. Not just appearances, recent statements from both the film stars had a ring of expectation to it. Rajnikanth, in his speech to his fans, had vowed not to let anyone corrupt near him should he be entrusted with any responsibility. While Kamal Hassan's recent remark that there is corruption everywhere was welcomed by everyone and derided by the ruling DMK dispensation. So the debut might not have happened, but the first steps surely have been taken.
Category in the same list of taxation, because what has happened is
all right, and we'll be talking about this in detail. First, joining me live from Bengaluru is Mr. K.S. Dakshinamurthy. He's an independent journalist. Thanks so much for joining us now. Do you see this as a sign, first up, that both these stars are contemplating a career with the DMK? It seems Mr. Dakshinamurthy cannot hear my audio. I'll try and go across to WION's correspondent Revathi Rajivan. She's joining me with all the updates from Chennai. Revathi, any updates? You know, it's important to talk about here about the event as such. Do you think that this event has been overshadowed by star power of Rajnikanth and Kamal Hassan? How is it being looked at there?
Well, absolutely. Film personalities and politics go hand in hand as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. And ever since the death of former Chief Minister Jayalalitha, we've seen both Rajnikanth and Kamal Hassan making public statements outside, you know, in public events as well as on social media. Kamal Hassan tweeting, you know, back to back against the government, the corruption charges that he made, also telling people to come out and, you know, make these complaints to the ministers of the respective departments as well. So public statements being put out by these superstars, and today at this very important DMK event, 75th anniversary of their mouthpiece, both the superstars are here at the same venue. Now remember, this is coming at a time when the AIADMK is split into two, and now today, as far as the statements have come, it looks like the ruling party is split into three factions: the OPS, APS and TTV Dinakaran. One saying that the other is not the real leader, and one dismissing the other's decisions taken. So a lot of turmoil going on in between the factions inside the AIADMK, whereas at the same time the DMK, the opposition party here, is actually taking this opportunity to show that to show their unison, as
right.
also as well bring in superstars who are much familiar with the fans here, Tamil Nadu public as well, and showing that they do have some sort of power here in the state of Tamil Nadu, something that the AIADMK needs to be worried about. But as far as the superstars are concerned, there is no clear statement yet from them finalizing what their final decision would be, whether or not they will take that political plunge, and if they do.
All right, Revathi, do stay with me. I'll come back to you in just a bit. But Mr. K.S. Dakshinamurthy, first of all, thanks so much for joining us. My first question to you is this a sign that both these stars are now moving closer to the DMK, or would that be reading a bit too much and too early into things as they stand? Mr. Dakshinamurthy, can you hear me? All right, some issue there, obviously, with the connection there from Bengaluru. But Revathi, coming back to you, give us a sense, has there been any other development at the DMK event? Is one of the two stars likely to address the gathering? What are you hearing?
Well, as soon as the invites went out, Kamal Hassan did agree to come for the event, so his presence was confirmed, and his name was even on the invite, saying that he would be speaking at the event. So far, he has not, so we're waiting for his speech as well. But Rajnikanth will not be speaking at the event. He was present for the event. He said he will be coming, and he did come. Now, whether they speak or not, whether they make political statements or not at this venue during this event, their presence in the event that is hosted by the DMK, the opposition, is in itself a big statement, a huge statement coming from the superstars and the political circles here in Tamil Nadu. One with Rajnikanth making those statements during the fan meeting, hinting at a possible entry into politics, and then Kamal Hassan coming forward and making being very vocal about the political situations in Tamil Nadu. It did seem like both of them are really interested in a career in politics, but both of them have kept the entire state of Tamil Nadu, the media, the public, and the fans guessing whether or not they will take that political plunge. And if they do, for example, if sources close to both the actors say that if they do, Rajnikanth will be the first one to make that move and take that political plunge. But the question next is whether he would be, joining hands with a party like the DMK or AIDMK, or will he float his own party, or will he join hands with the BJP, who are all ready to welcome him to the party, saying that Rajnikanth's ideologies are much in line with the Bharatiya Janata Party's ideologies. So a lot of equations there being worked out. On one side, the superstars equations, then on the other side the opposition DMK working out equations, and on the other side the ruling party AIADMK working out equations between the EPS, OPS and TTV Dinakaran groups. So a lot happening here in Tamil Nadu as far as political decisions are concerned. There is a political vacuum, and it is in this vacuum that all of these dramas and developments find place.
Also, Revati, another important question is there is a crucial meeting scheduled for tomorrow where the OPS and EPS camp both are set to be meeting the Prime Minister tomorrow. Now, should the merger happen, that will change the political equations in Tamil Nadu as we speak. What about the alliance, chances of an alliance with the BJP? Then how will equations develop in Tamil Nadu? That's also a very important and a relevant question at this point.
Well, absolutely, there is no doubt about that. But at the basic level, here in Tamil Nadu, the priority, of course, is the merger between the EPS and OPS faction, which the discussions of which have been going on for quite some time now. And then the core committees formed to discuss the merger, and then that was dissolved. So merger talks coming in and out, and the BJP have always been trying to put together the EPS and OPS groups together. They've been very about it, saying that both of them must come together. But at this point today, yes, the EPS faction has made an attempt to distance TTV Dinakaran, but the OPS faction is still hesitant about merging with the EPS faction because they have not taken any decision about VK Shashikala's position in the party. So the OPS camp at the moment is hesitant for the merger, and the next step only after the merger will be some sort of an alliance talks between the BJP and the AIAD.
Revati, do stay with me. Mr. Dakshinamurthy, if you can hear me at this point, how do you see the presence of these two stars at this big DMK event? Of course, it's been now completely overshadowed by the news of Rajnikanth and Kamal Hassan being a part of the celebrations.
You see, in Tamil Nadu politics, it's not like a short film. It's like a long drawn serial, it's like a soap. So you will only see a little bit of a movement every time something happens. Okay, so but then I think we shouldn't read too much into Rajnikanth and Kamal Hassan attending a DMK event, because historically all these film stars attend all these kind of functions. Earlier, when Jayalalitha was there, when there used to be functions organized by Jayalalitha, the ADMK, they would attend that, because please don't forget that they're fundamentally film actors and they need to keep the government and the opposition, everybody in good humor. Right. So when they are invited, they normally don't refuse. Now, but then too much should not be read into both of them going to a DMK event.
Got your point. Them being there at today's event possibly cannot, result in them floating a party. But indeed, there is a lot of talk, a lot of speculation whether they will float their own party, whether they'll join hands, with the AIDMK or the DMK. I mean, these sort of things are, obvious. They are the talk of the town. Everybody is talking about it. What would you say?
Yes.
What do you make of their inclination? Do you think that they're trying to make a point here?
Yes, one thing is very sure that in that both Rajnikanth and Kamal Hassan are exploring the possibility of possibly moving into politics, because Rajnikanth, as we have already discussed earlier, has made, appeared in front of the fans. He made certain suggestions, gave some suggestions and indications that he may enter politics. Now, post that, in the past, say about a couple of months or so, Kamal Hassan has become very active, and he's made a lot of very controversial and interesting statements, which also give, kind of an indication that he also possibly is looking at politics. But then, beyond this, there is no indication whether they'll go alone, whether they'll form a party, whether they'll each of them will be on their own, whether, all these things are completely in the realm of speculation at the moment.
All right. In fact, we'll leave it at that. It's an ongoing debate. We, of course, can't say anything concrete until any of these actors takes the final step, makes an official announcement. We, of course, will be waiting for more details to emerge from the DMK event. But thanks so much, Mr. Dakshinamurthy and Revati, Rajiv and our correspondent for joining us with the latest updates.